ensure that you are on top of it and ensure that you win in a way that everybody wants to be win anyway. Now, my colleague Robinson Kenya is standing by somewhere outside, within Nairobi, by the way, and is talking to people who have been the winners of Tujiamini Initiative, and the winners from across the country have a team building event today before the finals, which are supposed to be held in Dandora, Nairobi. Robinson Kenya, if you can hear me, what is the latest so far?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Jeff Mogire. We are in Limuru, not in Nairobi to be specific, and it's all about the finals of the Tujiamini Initiative by Sportpesa. Yes, we have the gold winners from different areas across the country. Remember, the finals will be held tomorrow at the Dandora Stadium in Nairobi, and the Sports Journalists Association of Kenya, they will be having a match in the morning. I don't know if you will be joining them to play against some of the legends, because you normally try evading that, but we'll be coming back into that later on. It's all about the winners, the gold winners from different areas across the country who have come here for some team building before the finals. And I want to speak to some of those winners. You know what made them get into the different sports that they are in, and a bit I'll be speaking to Leon, who's a cyclist, and Debbie, who has tried to bring up the game of skating in Siaya County. So we'll be speaking to them. But before we do, let me speak to one of the officials from Sportpesa. Her name is Debbie, so that she can tell us what Tujiamini Initiative is all about, how many counties they went to, how many people have participated in this competition, and of course, what is the end game. Yes, welcome to Scoreline, Debbie. How are you doing?
So much, Robinson. I'm doing well. So excited to be here today.
Yes. Before we get even into what you're doing here today, I mean, what is the Tujiamini? What is Tujiamini Initiative?
Tujiamini is more than an initiative. It's a movement that believes talent and sport, when given the right support, can really do well and can really shine. So Tujiamini came in to fill that gap, because it is a sector that has been sidelined for quite a long time in our country, sadly. And yet, these are the people who take us out there to the world to represent us. So Tujiamini came in to close in that gap, to at least support the grassroots, the talented guys, and to uplift them. Yes, that's Tujiamini.
That is Tujiamini. Yes, how many counties did you cover, and how many people generally have participated in this initiative?
Last year we covered 8 regions and 1 national. National, I mean, it was open to everyone across Kenya to apply. We impacted over 750 people. 9 gold winners who won 500 Kenya shillings, and 11 regional teams who are currently in Dandora competing for the national championships. Yes.
What is in for the national championships tomorrow?
It's a surprise. Let them come and see for themselves tomorrow. Today we will just about knockoffs. Then tomorrow we'll have the championship, and then we'll have S-Jack, as you've mentioned. Go head on with Sportpesa FC. And then they'll go head on with Dandora Legends, because they're also trying to bring that impact of community involvement and community empowerment. Yes.
Today you have some gold winners as well as some silver winners. I mean, why did you decide that, before we get into the final, let's bring these gold winners together and, for some team building?
Sportpesa is a family. And you see, we've gone into regions, 8 regions across. So we thought, how about we bring these people together to get to know about each other, share ideas, see how they can elevate each other from their win, see how they can impact those who have not applied as we get into Tujiamini 2025. So that is basically it, to bring them together, to create that impact so that they can also be our ambassadors out there. Yes.
Yes, of course, we'll be waiting to see who comes out as the winner tomorrow. Remember, the finals will be held today. It's all about the knockouts. Then tomorrow, it's all about the finals that will be played at the Dandora Stadium in Nairobi. But now let me speak to some of the gold winners that we have right here. But Jeff, remember where we are. It's at the Burudani Park in Limuru. This is where there are some obstacle races right here where you get to participate. I don't know the one that is on your screen right now, Jeff. Sijui kama unaweza toboa hiyo, but we'll talk about that later. Let me speak to Leon. He's a cyclist from Mombasa. Now, I used to think I'm tall, but each day I get to meet taller people. And Leon is a cyclist from Mombasa. He's a gold winner from Mombasa region. Leon, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Yes. You won the gold. You are the gold winner from Mombasa for the Tujiamini Initiative. How did that make you feel when you got that announcement that you are the winner?
It was the best feeling ever. Yeah, getting the support from Tujiamini Initiative by Sportpesa. It was something that it wasn't in my mind. I was facing a lot of challenges in cycling, generally sports. But it was the best feeling ever since I got that phone call that time. I was from training early in the morning. And the first phone call of the day was I'm the gold winner of Coast Region.
Mm-hmm. What got you into cycling?
Cycling has been my passion ever since I was young. I've been cycling for fun, but I decided to take it professionally, to try it professionally during COVID period. And after that, I was spotted by some different teams about my speed. It was somehow unique, and that's how I'm doing cycling professionally.
Does the height help?
Yeah, it's an advantage at times, especially on climbing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's an advantage.
It's an advantage. Yeah. What are these challenges that you normally go through? Of course, you mentioned challenges. What are these challenges that you go through as a profession in cycling?
First challenge is cycling is an expensive sport. Getting the funds to get a good bike, a race-worthy bike, good equipment, good coaching, maintaining your diet. It's something very expensive, and that's a major challenge in cycling.
Yes, I can see a bike over there. It's on the ropes. There's a bike over there on the ropes. So are you trying to tell us that nobody's going to beat you on that today?
Yeah, I'm trying to give the other winners a challenge. Mm-hmm. On the bike, and let's see how it goes.
Oh, you're trying to, at least you don't want to beat them at the game where you know you're at home.
Yeah.
So what future ambitions do you have when you talk about cycling?
I have a target of participating in the Tour de France, which is the biggest cycling race. I also have a dream of taking part in the Spinneys Dubai Challenge, which happens every year. This year, through Sportpesa, Tujiamini Initiative by Sportpesa, I got the chance. I'm traveling to Dubai next week to take part in the Spinneys Challenge. It's a worldwide event, international event. Yeah. Yeah.
And before I let you go, normally, how is your training regime to make sure that you are in perfect shape for any race that you go to?
Training has never been easy. Yeah. Let's say in a morning, I have to train 3 hours every morning, then maintain my rest, maintain my diet. In the evening, I also have to have a recovery ride, let's say 2 hours or 1 hour, and that goes on every morning. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Leon. Of course, we'll be looking forward to see how the year unfolds for you. 2025, of course, he's saying that he's looking forward to taking part in some of the biggest projects that we have in the world. And first for him, he's looking forward to go to Dubai to take part in some competition there. Now, let me talk to a lady that is trying to change sports in Siaya County. When I say trying to change sports, it's because she's trying to move away from the normal sports that we're used to, that is football, basketball, rugby, and bringing a sport that most people are not usually used to. What am I talking about? Skating. And joining me is Dorcas. Dorcas, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine, thank you.
Yes. Winning a gold winner from your county, how did that make you feel?
It was not just our county, it is a region. So a region has 6 counties. So winning amongst the 6 counties was a very, very big achievement for us. It came as a shock and a surprise because we've been doing this since 2020. So 5 years later, we have one of the best sports supporter in the country, noticing us and giving us a hand in whatever we do. So it was a very, very big win for the club. Yeah.
Where did the idea of, let me take skating to the region that I'm coming from, come from?
Okay, what happened is when I moved to Siaya right after college, I wanted my daughter to do something different. I wanted her to get into the talent field. Personally, I'm just a bookworm. I used not to do any sport in school. So when we got to Siaya, it meant every weekend we had to move to Kisumu for the trainings. So sustaining it was not very practical. And I told myself, why can't I replicate what is happening in Kisumu here at home? So that's how I decided now to start doing skating in Siaya, which was also a big challenge because the setting, that's a rural setting. So people were like, what is this? What is this that these people are doing? But I would say so far, consistency has brought us this far, and at least the sport is being embraced in our area. Yeah.
Consistency has brought you this far. And something else that I noticed, many young kids are embracing skating.
Yes, we have our athletes, we have as young as 3 years who are national champions in the country. And some of them are also, they are also the East African champions. Because of the Tujiamini Initiative, we were able to travel to Arusha last year, and we were position 1 in East Africa. We will be going to Rwanda in April, where we also hope that we are going to come back with a trophy. Yes.
I have a colleague, his name is Mark Anyumba, and he wants to introduce his kids to skating. So where does he get you?
For us, we are online. Our presence is online. For any advice, we can refer him to our club.
What's the name of the club?
Siaya Skating Club. Our club is called Siaya Skating Club. What happened is when we got the Tujiamini Award, we decided to expand. By expanding, I mean Sportpesa came when we were only doing skating. But we have now introduced swimming, and we had our first 3 swimmers attend the the regional qualifiers last week in Kisumu. And also we've introduced chess. So we are based in Siaya County, in all the 6 sub-counties in Siaya. Yes.
Well, thank you very much. That is Dorcas, one of the gold winners from the Tujiamini Initiative. The finals will be held tomorrow at the Dandora Stadium. We'll be waiting to see who is the national winner. So it's all about the gold winners who are here in Limuru to try and, do some team building, and after that, we'll get to see, of course, what happens tomorrow at Dandora Stadium. Remember, we'll be having a couple of matches, such as the Sports Journalists Association of Kenya, that is SJAC, playing against Dandora Wazee. Now, Jeff Mugire, I don't know if you will be there participating at the SJAC game in the morning, but I will be there watching, of course, to see how sports journalists, who are normally very big critics of the games that we have in the country, how well they perform against professionals. But for now, Jeff, of course, I'll have to let you continue with the show as I try and climb these obstacles here to see how good or how fit I am to participate.